culture. Real culture. For all my niggas. Yeah. 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 When it pay back, when it make back, I'ma lay back on the low. For the meantime, let me fuck once till I say I gotta go. Till I stay back till the ASAP, I don't play that with a hoe. She gon' hate that, she gon' say that, I'm an asshole, but I know. Listen, nigga, you ain't really about the shit. I've been ballin' from the start, now I'm really about to spit. Who you fucking with? About to kill the game with a hit. Started eating tracks and we ain't never starved ever since. Goddamn, I said damn too much. I feel like my niggas buying grams too much. Goddamn. God damn, they don't hand too much. Even when they do, I never plan to touch. I stand with the fam too much. Fuck with us and they gon' say he ran too much. I promise all my niggas gon' ride. I promise all my niggas gon' ride.
At least you have a phone, Wes. Dude, so mad at myself. Oh my gosh.
I promise all my niggas gon' rock, yeah. And we gon' push you to the side, to the side, to the side. Listen, ho, that is for the world. I'm the type that don't give a fuck about.
Dude, I had a phone for... I've never, ever had to replace a phone. Right? Until 2 weeks ago, when it fell 2 feet from a little tiny box of cards and like the screen stopped working. Had it for 2 years, that phone. Get the replacement... Get the replacement, and I've had it for less than 2 weeks, and look at this. I can't use my phone. I can, like, touch the no. All right. It will let me use half the bottom. I was just saying, was it working? If I turn it sideways and do, like, the alternate screen, I can use the left. Dude, worst luck possible. I was taking my son to get snacks for soccer. Hop in the car. I have my green shorts on, like deep pockets, fairly deep pockets. Fell out as I'm reaching back to hand him his strawberry milk. I'm like, I went to get snacks for soccer, and like he wanted a strawberry milk. Reached back to give him a strawberry milk. Closed my door, and at the same time, I felt it when I leaned, fall out, and I was like, ah! I was like, oh, please don't be broke. And I saw it on the ground. I'm like, oh, it got like powder on it or something. No, it was blasted. I have a great... Dude, this... I don't do that. See, now it's just playing stuff. No, this phone... I've dropped this phone 50 times. Well, in this case, 50 times never broke. It's because I slammed it in the door. I could have had it in an OtterBox. I was going to tell you guys I didn't really have a case of Bowman. I thought I did, but it's right here. I can't trick you. I'm not good at that. So here it is, sealed case. I'll show it to you. Sealed case of blasters. We're going to take the top 20 off because I'm not digging through. So I figured there's got to be something in the top. Here they are. Sealed case. We're going to take the top 20 off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. I would have had them done ahead of time, but I like to show you guys that it's a fresh case when I promise that it is. So let me just throw these a little bit organized here. I will also say, guys, that there is an awesome Select mixer-up. And it's only $25 a spot. It's also got Chronicles in it, which has produced some really good stuff out of it, honestly. Drop one of them here. So, if you're into that kind of thing, it's worth... The top didn't suck from the last one. How do you know I took them off for the top? What if I went half on the right? Which I did do, by the way. You don't know. I did just get a new phone, Slam. That was my replace. It's not a new phone. I was gonna get a brand new phone, and my mom does it through her work because I get a much better price. So she's like, "Hey, for $50 you can get a replacement because you didn't break the screen. It just stopped working. I didn't break the screen on this. It just stopped working." And she's like, "You can just get a replacement for $50, and then you'll have your upgrade in June." I'm like, "All right." Let's do that, because then in June I'll have a new phone and I can just tuck this one away. I don't know. Maybe I did, Wes. Do you think it really matters? I don't know. I really don't know what we did in the last case. I just grabbed from the box. Because remember we did 8 and 8 and then 20. I still have 4 from the last case. As a matter of fact, they're right up there. You can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because we did 8, 8, and then 20. I'm sure I grabbed most from the top to start, but who knows? It's all about just getting those pictures taken. I don't believe in a rhyme or a reason unless I hear or have seen firsthand. De Paula at a 250, little chrome action to start for the Dodgers. Unless I see something like, for example, here's an example. Luminance 2019. Every autograph, on-card autograph, was a third pack in. Every patch was the first pack in. Every single box. There was a year of Prism where it was like the third and 7th pack were the autographs. Almost, not always, but almost always. Drew Jones. So things like that definitely catch me more. Jordan Lawler chrome there, insert. Walker Jenkins. I finally started sorting the Bowman today. It is a mission to sort Bowman. Baez for the Stros. Hey, does anyone know, did the Phillies come back tonight? They were down 2-0 when I was cooking. Cooper Pratt. Corey, we just started. I just pulled the first 20 blasters off the fresh case. Ortiz, first Bowman Lunar. Elkins. And actually, we're going to pull this Jenkins over here to top load. Elkins first. Corey, I was telling everyone I broke my brand new replacement phone. I'm not even joking, dude. Skeens and a Justin Crawford. Yeah, brand new replacement. Well, a refurbished replacement. I called my mom. I was like, "You're not going to believe this." Because, like, again, it's through her work. I got you. I put it over the sleeve, and then I'm like, wait, I know that's a big name. Can I give a shout out to Wes real quick? Wes, and you know, Matt McGinn does this for me a lot too. I don't know if Matt McGinn's in here, but I'm just calling out Wes because he was a big help specifically today. I was sorting Bowman, and I had told you guys I promised I would go through those stacks, make sure. And I was like, Wes, like, I'm cheap for myself, Slam. I'm cheap for myself. I don't, listen, I'll wear the same shirts and pants and shoes, but I like to spend my money on either, like, memories, like going out to, like, eat, or on vacation, or on my kids and my wife. I'm not going to lie, I like to treat myself every now and then, but I can't, like, a phone, I want the phone that I want, you know, I want a Google phone, but I don't need the newest phone. When I find something I like, I'm good with it for as long as I can keep it. I'm not cheap. Like, I wanted the new Google phone. I got the Google 8 when it was brand new. It was up for a new one, and I wanted that phone. So I got it. But then I try to take care of that. If I get something nice, I try to take care of it. But anyhow, back to Wes. Wes, I got to say, you were a huge help. I just messaged him today and said, "Hey, Wes, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Who am I making sure I top load and sleeve?" And within 15 minutes, Wes had the list typed out for me. He had reminded me of everyone I didn't want to forget about, you know. So big shout out to Wes. That was a big help for him to do that. Pete Crow Armstrong. Morales. So, like, not all first got... Oh, there we go. Aiden Miller Lunar for the Phillies. Doug has a fold phone. Dude, so when I played with it a little bit, I didn't like how the screen, when it was fully open, felt like it was like the middle was creased, and that bothered me. I don't know why. Like, so I was a huge Note fan. I don't know if you remember the Galaxy Notes with the pen. That's all I had for so long. I had every Note as they were going up. The one you had to return, they kept catching on fire, burning down people's house. That was the best one. And then they made everyone send it back. It was so annoying. Yeah, we went through that whole stack. Yes. We did that whole stack, right? I'm going to rifle through it real quick. You got me talking and thinking, but I'm sure we did because I knew that I put that stack back. But I'm just going to... Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, and Doug says he swears by it, Slam. He loves that fold phone. It was just weird for me. I mean, I love the Notes, and then I got the Google Pixel. My thing with phones is I've never had a phone that I felt like the camera was just everything I wanted it to be. And the Google Pixel 8 it's better than the iPhone cameras. Like, I have iPhone people be like, why don't you just get an iPhone? And I'll literally be like, here's my pictures. So like, what? They're like, that takes better than the iPhone. I'm like, I know. I mean, my phone is just pictures of my kids and shit, like cards. It doesn't take great pictures of in that light box, though. I think it's that light box, though. I got to get a better one. I think I got to just get a good, like a camera specifically to take pictures, like, close-up of cards and stuff. I don't love what it takes of that. But as far as, like, pictures of when we're out doing stuff, the pictures are great on it. How many all, like, real quick, and this is about as close to politics as I'll allow a conversation to get to politics, because I know this is a heated thing. How many of you guys are iPhone? How many of you guys are Android? You just say it. I want to know who's who. See if it relates to, like, what I think of you as a person in our break family. I probably could guess. But go ahead. Let me see who's an iPhone and who is I bet you most of you guys with cards is Android. Mauricio, Guzman. There's an Aiden Smith for the Mariners Lunar, so we're getting some of the good Lunar names. Y'all don't want to say. People left. Are like, I'm not telling them. Tyler Thomas, you got the Aiden Smith. Corey Kelly, you probably have a prepaid Cricket phone. That was so mean. I'm sorry. Nah, you probably have like a Motorola. Robbie says iPhone. Guypin says Android. So we're 1-1 right now. Nah, Corey, I'm sure you have an Android. Your iPhone all the way. Really? I'm going to tell you my take on iPhone versus Android and what I think. Well, and go ahead. I want to say it first. Go ahead. Robbie and Johnny said iPhone, Android. Corey's an iPhone, so we're 2-1. Tell me, do you have an iPhone or an Android? We've never had this conversation in here. All the things we talk about, from food, all areas of sports. Technology is not something we've addressed too much. There's a Dylan Cruz for the Nats. Nice card there. So I am going to the June 2nd Rays-Orioles game. Super pumped for that. My kids hopefully get to run the bases this time. Aiden Smith first. Walker Jenkins first. You said Aiden Smith top load all those? Is that what you said? Wes, I think you said sleeve. They don't need top load for the paper. If I remember correctly. Jason Dominguez. Nimala, there we go. Look at the names we're getting for these first Lunar. Brad says, and dude, the Google Pixel is the best Android phone. And I was a huge Samsung fan. There's a Namala right behind it. The Pixel, the very first Pixel that ever came out. Did anyone get it? I got it. It was awful. I've sent one phone back ever. You get 14 days to send a phone back after you buy it, with like, at least with the plan I have. And I don't know if that's their common practice, but I tried it for 3 days. I'm like, this is the worst fucking phone I've ever had. And I sent it back and I was like, I'll never get a Google Pixel phone again. But they kept trucking along. And it's now my favorite phone I've ever owned. Even more than the Note, which the Notes were very good. I thought the Notes were fantastic phones. All right, we're due for an auto soon. All right, so Brad and Johnny are Androids. Corey, Robbie, and Wes are iPhones. Wes, you live on the West Coast. You have to have one. It's law. I think they made that law out in California and Washington. You have to have an iPhone. Yeah, well, now that I probably won't be able to replace one, I'm finally going to move up to the Pixel 10. Or no, the Pixel 8, I guess it is. This is the Pixel 6. Like, I don't feel like I need to upgrade, but I'm not, like, it's like $100. They keep reducing them. It was down to $200 for the Pixel, the new Pixel, because they're coming out with the Pixel 9 or 10 or whatever it is. The only Google I ever had before this one was that original one, and I'm telling you, it was awful. They tried to make it kind of like the iPhone, very basic and simple. There's a Namala, and it wasn't. It was everything but. It was just malfunctioned constantly. See, all right, this is what I was going to say about the iPhone. The reason I don't... Oh, there we go. Salas for the Padres. Good name. Padres going out to Jared Peterson. There you go. Slam, your iPhone? Wait. I thought you said you wanted to get the fold phone. Isn't that Android? The S4 was not a good phone, though. Did you go to iPhone and you miss it? My wife was like, Mike, maybe this is a sign you're supposed to get an iPhone. I was like, I'd rather shoot myself. I mean, I don't think they're that bad. I will say this. The Apple Watch, I have the Pixel Watch, and I like it. It's good. It serves its purpose, but the Apple Watch is an awesome piece of technology equipment. Like, I love my wife's watch. I see what she does on it, so I'm like, that's so much better. There's a Benitez for the Braves, first lunar. But this is a better watch than what the Samsung watches were awful. It's tied up. Thank you, Rob. I was wondering. I was watching it while I was cooking. I made a little mahi for dinner. Some asparagus, fresh asparagus with lemon juice and garlic. Some mahi, some red skin potatoes, and a little bacon Caesar salad. Did a little cooking. And I had the game on while I was doing it. It was 2-0 though. I just turned it off. So, Andrew, that's what I was going to say. The thing about the iPhone is, if you've ever seen the South Park episode, it really is spot on. Like, when you sign an agreement with iPhone, you're never allowed out of it. Because everything is like, their network is so integrated, dude. You have to, I said, I'll have to get a Mac computer then. I feel like I'm going to have to do everything Apple related. Oh, you're going to go back. Okay. Is there no good restaurants in Dallas Airport? Dude, I don't know if you heard me say when we went away, my wife and I went to Nashville, we had to stop at 4 different airports, 2 layovers, a layover at each one. I guess not 4, but we had a different layover, so on the way there and on the way back. So yeah, so 4 airports. And we love checking out the different restaurants they have in them. They usually have a couple really good restaurants. I mean, it's never cheap, but we figure we're on vacation. Namala. That's what I told my wife. I said, Andrew, I said, I would have to go away from everything Google. Like, my whole life is Google. It is. I don't know if that's good, but, I mean, I am all in on Google. I know that iPhones, they say, are more protected. They're safer. They're like less viruses. But to me, they're not as customizable. Like, I like Dickie for the Royals, little Dickie. I like what I can do with the customization of my Android phones. All right. We're just cruising through nap time. But hey, we got a lot more to go. We got plenty. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're only 6 in. 1 auto. Let's hope we can get more color. We only have 1 color so far outside of the lunar. Let's heat it up. It is harder at late night in the airport. I know that. Like, when you get in late, there's nothing. 0 options. Cincinnati Airport does have, what's the burger joint? Like, is it Big Boy or something like that? With the checkered outfit and the suspenders, I think, or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Big Boy Burgers or something. Dude, that's what you got to hit up. They just put it in the airport a couple months ago. Miles Naylor out of $3.99. Finally, some more numbered stuff. And not by the... But see, that's my thing, Andrew. If I'm going to go Mac, I'm going to... Like Apple, I'm going to go Apple the whole way. There's an Aiden Miller Prospect Power Up. Nice card. I'm not going to... There's a Lombard. First. Luciano. Silva. Evan Carter. There's a Baez Lunar for the Stros. I actually have enjoyed the blasters, although the Lombard, they're a little slower. They're nice, like opening a fresh blaster, because I will tell you, in our last case, it was either hot or not. Right now, we're on the not side, with a few little things mixed in. Yeah, that's what he said. That's why I top-loaded that. Oh, if any of you are in our fantasy basketball, the reason I haven't posted today is because there's still a chance that we can have one more night of a 2-game slate. If not, if we don't get it, then I'll just post the next 1-game night, and we'll just go that route. Or I considered, since there's only 1 game, extending an extra game and doing 2 1-game slates to add points, but that's why I haven't posted. Who's Kyle Teal play for? What's Joe Burrow do? I really hope they don't change the pitch clock thing, like Jason was saying. There's a Wyatt Langford Prospect Power Up. Because I'll tell you what, going to that Orioles game made me want to go to more baseball games. Jackson Holiday there. And if they change it back, I probably won't go. Because that's the one thing I didn't like about going to games. Is I felt like I got so distracted. You could not look away. Pereira for the Yanks. Vargas, Lunar Green for the Dodgers. Dylan Cruz, first chrome for the Nats. Maea. Come on now, where's all of our color here? Cruz and Jimenez for Boston. All right, thank you, Corey. Where's our color in our autos? We're not even halfway through yet, though, so we're all right. We're only 2 contests, I think it is, away from finishing our baseball fantasy. I wanted to start giving spots. We may have to do that soon. I want to do another league. But I want to get this one kind of closed up first. I'm not sure. I know we were close to finishing up for... I mean, we were almost down to single digits for the select mixer tonight. Hopefully we can get that filled. Montez for the Mariners out of $4.99. It's going to go out to Tyler Thomas. There's a Sebastian Walcott for the Rangers. Prospect power up. Henry Davis. That one over there. For me, it's definitely the more I rip this, the more I get comfortable with it. And it's actually after I sort it too. Makes me want to rip more of it. It's always a lack of comfort for me at first when we rip this, not knowing who's who in here. Kendall George for the Dodgers. What time's that game start tonight, Corey? All right, we can start pulling more color and autos anytime now. After this, we'll be at the halfway point. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this will be the last one of our first half. I do have one hobby box of this in-house. We might throw it in the mixer. Dude, the Mavs are looking sharp. I'll tell you that. I watched a lot of that game last night. Caminero. Bryce Eldridge. Here we go. Austin Riley out of $4.99 going out to the Braves. That's Luke. And there's a Walker Jenkins insert. I forget what this one's called. Bowman AI. Really? They do that. That's wild. Yeah, I did say that. I noticed it because, dude, if I was close to a stadium, even like 30 minutes away, I would do that because I'd go to the day games. Even, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fun. Just to go see, even if you don't say if it's that cheap, and you can find tickets super cheap on those, like, those last minute apps and stuff, or just going there. That's what the lady at the box office told me. She goes, you did the right thing, coming last minute and kind of looking for tickets. She goes, I looked for you. She goes, sometimes they have where they save these box seats for the umpires and stuff, and she goes, they're awesome. They save them for, like, umpires' families and things like this. Coaches' families, and she goes, if they don't sell out, then we put them up for sale. And she goes, they're super cheap, and they're like, she goes, they're some of the best seats in the house, but we don't release them till like an hour or an hour and a half before the game. And she's like, they probably just all got, like, people know to ask for them. She goes, but I was hoping usually I can get a couple of them, but they were all gone. I was like, I'm gonna try that next time. That's the kind of stuff I would do. And if it's like, if they don't have them, I'll sit somewhere else. You get a beer with a standing ticket? Dude, that's what I mean. Like, why would you, if you live, like, within 30 minutes, it's like, all right. So, literally, that's a month pass? Are you... So, wait. $30 for the month. You get to go to every home game, and you get a beer. So, literally, if you go to 3 games, or even really, like, 2 games... it pays for itself because you get a $15 beer essentially. The beers are so expensive. That's wild. Dude, that's so cool. That's the kind of, baseball is different. It's so much more relaxed. Like I won't take my kids to a football game until they're much older. Football fans are wild, dude. Wild, out of control, wild. If you've been to football games, a lot of you, I'm sure. Here we go. What do you got? Rafaela out of 75, rookie for the Red Sox, going out to Jason Mello. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's especially great if you live close. If you have to get a hotel or travel for like 2 hours, not worth it. Man, if you're within decent driving distance, why not? Austin Wells, rookie there. Oh, we have a first lunar coming up. Who is it? This is going to be numbered 4 out of 5. Cole Young for the Mariners. 4 out of 5. Sweet card. 4 out of 5. Cole Young. Pretty solid. Nice low print there. And there's a Ryan Burroughs for the White Sox, first lunar. Not a bad blaster so far. Corey, how big is that card? What do you think that card goes for? See, I still don't know values very well on this. Someone told me what that Trevor Lawrence at 101 we pulled last night could go for, and I was like, whew, sheesh. I mean, I'm sure enough to cover the Mariners spot, which was the Mariners were $19. Are we talking $20 plus? Still, cool card, low number. We know what we're diving for in the blaster breaks. Far cheaper than a hobby break prices. Ben Williamson. There you go. Corey Lunar, Walker Jenkins. That's my only thing with the Bowman, though, Corey, is like they littered it with inserts. You know, it's very hard to pull the numbered stuff. Not only in the blasters, but the hobby itself is, you know, sometimes the blasters dollar for dollar pull more. James Wood, why does that look like it should be numbered? Prospect power up for the Nats. Aiden Smith, Walker Jenkins. Now, Corey, tell me what that goes for. Help me. I'm sorry to annoy you with that stuff, but I'm just curious. We got 8 left. We got to find at least 1, maybe 2 more autos. What did we have in the last case? 6 autos total. Okay. So like it's like a $40, $50 card. Like a $50 card. Thought I saw some gold in there. That got me excited, but I don't think it is. Jackson Holiday there. I know, he's back down. Wonder how long until they bring him back up. Chase Davis. Here we go. Jackson Holiday out of $2.99 for the O's. Going out to who got the Orioles? David Populars. Really? Already? That's wild. Yeah, I'm not so sure Fanatics is doing the favors for the hobby people thought that they would, if I'm being completely honest. What up, Tyler? Skeens Lunar for the Pirates. Tyler, you got yourself some nice stuff so far. Aiden Miller, paper. All right, we still got 7 left, guys and girls. If the basketball doesn't fill it at night, that's all right. We'll work on filling it early tomorrow. I'm also going to put a football break up tomorrow, maybe a baseball one as well. But that'll be our only basketball, probably until the next round of playoffs all start. Soccer was just practice. Dylan Cruz there, prospect power up. But good, we got the kids fed, made a good dinner. How's your night going, Tyler? Combinero, he's having a good season, right? Why do I know that, like, hear that name a bit? Colin Houck, Lunar. Mike Trout out of 199 for the Angels, going out to Matthew Smith. Some good vet names. Dude, leftover Chinese is the best. Does anyone else eat their leftover Chinese cold like I do? People get so mad at me when I eat my leftover like breakfast sandwiches cold, like from Subway. My brother said, "You gotta heat that up." I'm like, "Nah, it's so good cold." You don't eat anything. You're one of those no sauce weirdos. Oh, I love it. If it has a good amount of soy sauce on it from the day before, especially. Oh, you like to warm it up? See, I'm good with the cold. Chicken and broccoli, extra spicy. Good soy sauce on the pork fried rice. Eat it cold the next day. Should we show it to him? I'll show it to you here in a minute. You had some other stuff too, but we only have this and 5 other blasters left, and we're only 1 auto in. Some good colored numbered stuff. Some good names on our Lunars, but still only 1 auto. You got yourself a cool young 4 out of 5 on that. 4 out of 5 on the cool young. There's a prospect power up, Walker Jenkins. Dylan Cruz. Curtis Mead. There's a Mike Bovey for the Brewers. Lunar. There's a Namala insert. Man. Not the blaster I was hoping to get us warmed up here. Mad at me. Listen, Wes, everyone's got to be mad at you if they're not happy with the blasters. Because Wes is the one that told me to go hard. He said, go hard on the blasters. The blasters are the best. So I ordered 80 of those motherfuckers. 6 left. No, 5 left. Sorry, 5 left. Wes, don't worry. I'll be cursing your name when I sort all these Bowmans. I got 1 big one done today. Yeah, but then you also told me to show Tyler, too. That's the easy life of the breaker, Tyler. Don't worry, you guys are still nicer to me than my wife is, so I'd still rather break for you guys. James Wood. Luciano. Here we go. What do we got coming up? Hey, out of 75 for the Angels. Marchico, Jorge Marchico for the Angels. Chrome out of 75 auto. Matthew Smith on a $20 spot. Where are you going on a cruise to? We heard about Wes's vacation and Scott's vacation the other day. Did you say you were going somewhere and I missed it? There's a Walker Jenkins Chrome. And a Ryan Vanderhey for the Giants, first lunar. And how about a Trey Morgan out of 199, heating up a little bit here at the end. She's going to end up overboard. Why do I believe there's a real possibility with that, Slam? Four left. After this blaster, I'm going to check in on Select Basketball and see how close we are. To see if it's... I mean, listen, if it's close enough, I'll stick up tonight and... Since it's a Thursday night and try to rip it for you guys. Well, the basketball game's on. Because I've been staying up watching the basketball games, honestly. I mean, I've been trying to go to bed earlier and earlier. Because I get up every morning actually to shoot basketball. But if it's close enough, we'll rip it. Churio out of 150 for the Brewers. There's something for you, Wes. Oh, no. I tell my wife the same thing, Wes. I like going... And I know I probably could... There's a Walcott there. Do better by just not spending the big all-inclusive price package and just going out to eat at restaurants. But there's something about not thinking about it. Just like going out, all you can eat, you know, all-inclusive. Dylan Cruz there. Austin Wells. And there's a Deturi. There's a brewer, another Brewers for you. You leave the resort and go out and on the town. That's something my wife will not do. If we are at a resort, especially like... No, she won't even go on the excursions because she's worried about, like... Yeah. Good, I'm glad I'm helping out a little bit, Wes, with a couple late pulls here. Let me see where we're at on that break, just to get a number idea here. Because I saw some more got taken. We will do 2 $5 hitless credits at the end as well. Oops. It looks like 7, 16, 15, 14, 13, 7, 6. Oh, we're down to 6 with the mini. 6 with the mini. We're close enough, guys, that we can fill it tonight. If we can get that, I don't know. Let me see how the mini's looking. Mini has some spots taken too. So, there is a good chance. We have 3 blasters left in this. I'll see where we're at. I'll stay up as long as I can tonight. Maybe we'll rip that select basketball break. Hopefully we pull at least one more auto. I mean, I'm not disappointed. We've picked it up a little bit. That yellow auto out of 75 helps. The young out of 5 helps. Some good numbered stuff. The vet auto and Salas isn't bad. So, again, we know it's the Blasters. There's no team over, like, every team's less than $100, which you're not getting with the hobby stuff. So I like that. Brock Wilken. I definitely taper my expectations, but, love to chase it. We can still get case hits and stuff like that. So maybe we'll still see when we got time. There's an Aiden Smith first. Austin Wells. Adrian Santana for the Rays. Who should I be excited to see? There's an Aiden Miller for the Phils Chrome. Who should I be excited to see on the Rays when I go to the game in June? Salas is, but he's past his, like, he's in the league, right? Are you talking about Ethan Salas? Because it's not his first, and he's in between, right? It's his first card, and then before he hasn't had rookie cards yet. That'd be awesome if I saw him. I think I'd have to visit him in prison though, right? Oh, so that's the thing that's hard at Bowman. Like, they have their first, then they have a bunch of cards, and then they have their rookie. So he could have like 3 or 4 more years of cards before he even gets his rookie card. Emmanuel Bonilla to $2.99 for the Blue Jays, going out to Matt Smith. That's a cool looking card. Jason Dominguez. What do we got coming up? Give us something good. Well, there's a Salas for the Padres. All right, one left. Can we do something magical here? No, but I'm saying if I go to the game, Corey. Well, he plays for them, right? Because he's actually pulled up. I see we have his rookie card, which means he's active and playing. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going June 2nd soon. That's why I didn't think he was up yet, right? Oh, he's on the team. Tyler, I'm not the person to ask at all for baseball grading. And I'm already anti-grading, so I don't believe it's until people are willing to move to computerized, like, AI generated grading like tag. I think there's too much human error in it, or human emotion, or backdoor deals. I don't think it's reliable enough to be considered a way to put good money in a card. James Wood out of 150 going out to the Nats. It's going to go out to Frank. Well, I thought I heard his name on highlights the other day. There's an Aiden Miller. Come on, let's make it a good last blaster. Kind of want to do the second half as a PYT just because I know there's going to be autos in there. Mauricio. Rockefeller. There's a Walcott. Dylan Cruz first paper. And that'll end it. So we did get 2 autos, but that's it. So let me go do a little recap for him. We got a lot of top-loaded stuff in here, a lot of numbered stuff. But 2 autos is less than what we're going to probably pull out. This is a stack of sleeved up. These will definitely all get sleeved here. Here's what we got. Let me pull our numbered cards out first. Oops, hold on. Trying to organize here. All right, so here's just our first chrome. Some of the names: Jenkins, Lombard, Cruz. We got a bunch of the Jenkins, Aiden Miller. Corey, I did hit those up for you. Then we got our Lunars are Salas, Deturi, Vanderhey, Skeens, Jenkins, Burris, Pratt, Baez, Dickey, Benitez, Namala, Aiden Smith, Aiden Miller, and Capri Ortiz. Then for our numbered cards. Miles Naylor out of 399 first. Montez out of 499. Riley out of 499. Rafael out of 75. Jackson Holiday out of 299. Trout out of 199. Morgan out of 199. Churio out of 150. Bonilla to 299. Wood to 150. De Paula out of 250. We also have the Cole Young out of 5. And 2 decent autos. I mean, the Salas sounds like good prospect going out to the Padres. It's going to go to Jared Peterson. That's numbered out of 75. Or no, that one's not numbered. This one, though, Marchico out of 75 for the Angels going to Matthew Smith. So we'll get 2 $5 hitless credits out. I'm definitely recruiting my kids to clean up the packs. I mean, this is the aftermath when you do 20 blasters. So that's a Cohen job for V-Bucks tomorrow. Yeah, the Lunars were... I said that. We had some good, solid Lunar names. All right, here we go. Top 2 on $5 hitless credit. Well, I appreciate you guys filling it up today. Listen, we got to keep trying that stuff. I'm going to try to switch it up, do more stuff like that. Especially as Top seems to make it more difficult to want to pay the price of some of their increased hobby stuff. If the retail is going to be promising, we might go that route. A's and Twins are going to get it. So Johnny and Corey each getting a $5 hitless credit for a future break. There you go. All right, guys. One last check in on the select break, and we'll see. I'm letting them know that if we fill up select basketball by 9:45, then it will rip it. All right. That's crazy, Corey. That's the one thing about the increased prices with Bowman, which is, obviously prospecting, is it's risky, But you guys have a good night. I will talk to you hopefully later. Peace.